Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
You did it. Made it to Friday. Thank you so much for being Up+Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. Gorgeous day. And it's not every day you get to speak with a living legend. David Foster is one of the most celebrated composers and producers of all time in music history. 16 Grammys, 3 Oscar nominations. He's launched the careers of, Celine Dion, Josh Groban, Michael Bublé, crafted hits for icons like Whitney, Barbra Streisand, Madonna, Earth, Wind & Fire, Chaka Khan, yes, Michael Jackson. And later in the show, David Foster is going to join me to talk about his Broadway debut with Boop, the musical. What made this album more personal than anything he's ever done, which is hard to believe, and why this Betty Boop score may be his most timeless work yet. We're also going to touch on his summer tour plans with Chris Botti, his love for 90s R&B. I'm excited about that. And what groups like All for One left imprinted on him. That's all coming up. Don't go anywhere. David Foster today, Up+Adam. All right, today is Friday the 13th, the unofficial holiday for blaming everything, right, on bad luck. Even if you don't think you're superstitious, this day could still mess with your head a little bit. There's even a term for it in psychology, illusory correlation. That's our tendency to make connections between unrelated things or events. So spilling coffee on yourself on your way to work gets blamed on, it's just an unlucky day. And maybe doesn't necessarily get blamed on the pothole that's been on your street for, almost a year. Psychologists say that when life feels bad or chaotic, we look for something to blame, and superstition gives our brains that thing to blame. So for what it's worth, a few studies that have looked at stuff like accidents haven't found any significant trends to suggest Friday the 13th is more dangerous than any other Friday. So there you go. Happy Friday the 13th. Now, before we chat with David Foster, the one and only, we just got her for a couple minutes. Robin Coleman, she is the Woods Humane Society. She's got a meeting coming up, so I think we got just 3-4 minutes with her. So it'll be a quick one. Robin Coleman, Pet of the Week, Woods Humane Society, just absolutely love the work that she and they do. And I want to get some results from that big California-wide adoption day that happened last weekend. Robin, thank you so much for being Up+Adam.
Hey, Adam. Good morning.
How has your week gone? How you doing?
Good. We've had a, busy week. I can't wait to give you an update from our weekend of our big adoption day last weekend.
What are the numbers? Let's talk about it. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're right in that high still. I've been talking about our California Pet Day, and we participated, and we are so thrilled. I don't even know how it's possible that this community continues to surprise me all these years later. But if you could imagine, in 4 hours, we were able to process, are you ready?
Go ahead.
At Woods 2 locations,
yeah.
83 adoptions.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
I don't even know how it's possible. It's like one every 2 minutes, basically.
Really?
So,
wow.
What a wonder. There are shelters that don't do 83 adoptions all year, all month, all week, and that we were able to find loving. These are wonderful people that stand outside, wait in line, excited to add to their family, just want to be part of the movement. Many of them still make a donation to Woods. It's really just being part of that good energy really coming through for these shelter pets. So 83, and that was a bunch of cats and kittens. So the cats definitely outdid the dogs last weekend. So that's why we're talking about a few special ones today. But we still are crunching numbers for all of California. They are inputting data from shelters that participated, but their goal was 5,000, and a few days ago they were already at 4,500. So I hope that we're going to surpass that 5,000, which was much needed space in overcrowded shelters and truly will save lives.
That is so incredible. Congratulations and great work. Pet of the week, Robin, who do we got?
Oh my gosh. Well, this little pup somehow made it through our crazy busy weekend. All the litter mates got adopted, but I've got 2 sweet pit mixes. One looks like a little bit more border collie-ish, but the other one looks kind of bulldog, pitty mix, and is a little bit bigger. But our pets of the week are these 2 cute siblings. They were the farm litter siblings. So I've got Llama for you, which is that cute little white pitty. And then we've got Sheep, which is the black and white dog. And they're just about 9 weeks, both females. I love when animals are named a different animal, like a dog named Bunny or a cat named Puppy or something. I think it's so fun. So they are cute. They are fun. They're inquisitive. They love romping around with each other. They were in foster for a while. So they've been socialized. They've been around other dogs before. They're just really sweet pups, but we'd love to get them out of the shelter and into a home. And they've waited long enough. They were at the county shelter before Woods. So it's time to get these sweet pups into a loving home. And they're up on Facebook and Instagram. You can check out the cuteness and come and meet them.
Oh, we got links in the show notes. Check out woodshumane.org. The pet of the week, pets of the week, and more. What else is going on at Woods?
That's it. We're gearing up for our big gala next weekend. And then, we've got Pink Drink right around the corner.
Yeah.
So we're, busy time of year, fun time of year, and lots of puppies and kittens coming our way.
Very good. Wonderfully done. Robin Coleman, we love the work she and everyone else does there, finding forever homes for dogs, even cats. And cats look like they put us over the finish line with those big numbers last weekend.
They sure did.
Good stuff, Robin. Thanks for your work. Always love chatting with you. Thanks for being Up and Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
Okay, fellas, key of G. Wait, you're saying, who is she? Hey, there, New York town.
All right, my guest today, simply put, a hitmaker of historic proportions. 6-time Grammy winner, Oscar nominee, and the sonic architect behind some of the biggest voices and songs in music history. David Foster has worked with everyone, from Whitney to Madonna to Michael, and now he's brought his legendary touch to Broadway. Boop is the musical. It marks his debut on The Great White Way, and the just-released original cast album is already turning heads for its cinematic production and timeless sound. From the stage to the studio and now a summer tour with trumpet virtuoso Chris Botti, he's still redefining what greatness sounds like. It's an honor to welcome him Up and Adam, David Foster. Thanks for being here.
All right, it's great to be here, man. Great to talk about something I love, which is Betty Boop, the musical.
You've scored some of the most iconic voices in the past 50 years, so it's not lost on me that your Broadway debut stars as a cartoon, but somehow Betty Boop feels like a perfect Foster muse. Playful, stylish, timeless. What was it about Betty Boop that made you say, yeah, she deserves a full-blown musical score? Was there a moment, maybe even one note that just sealed the deal for you?
Well, I did try to, and I don't know if I accomplished this or not, but I did consciously try to write music that you couldn't quite pin the time down on. Like, was this written in the 1930s or was it written in 2010? Or, like kind of like a little bit like architecture, I guess, that, when an architect designs a building and you just don't exactly know when it was designed or built. And I tried to do that with the music. Whether I accomplished that or not, I don't know. But I don't think you can quite pin a timeline on this music, which I think is good.
You've called the Boop album one of the most personally satisfying projects of your career, which is huge. That's saying something from, a man with 3 Oscar noms, 16 Grammys. What made this album different, though, David? And not just musically, but emotionally, spiritually. Why did this one hit deeper for you?
Well, I got with this, as people may know about me, that I am a record maker. I've made a lot of albums in my life. Usually with just one singer. This was like a cast of 20, and they all had an important part to play. What made it really awesome, among other things, was that the cast knew the material so well. So we didn't have to go through how does that second verse go? They had been doing it every night for like a couple of months. So I had that great benefit of, okay, they know the material. Now can I get that extra 5 or 10% out of them that I wasn't able to do when they were singing it live, because when they're live on stage, they have so many other things to worry about. Do I step here? Do I dance here? Do I move my arm here? Do I shout there? Do I run off stage here? No, you're in front of a mic. So I hope that I got that extra 10% that I was looking for that you don't maybe get when they're on stage every night. It was a great experience.
You know, we always hear about what you do for artists, how you shape, guide, elevate them. But I'm curious about what gets left behind. What gets left with you, especially, you know, when the voices are that good. I mean, I think of like me growing up and, you know, you worked with one of my favorite groups ever, All for One, during that golden age of R&B.
I'll give you everything I can. I'll build your dreams with these two hands. We'll hang some memories on the wall.
When harmonies could stop traffic, a single voice could fill an entire room. What did artists, powerhouses like Delius Kennedy and the rest of, say, All for One, leave imprinted on you?
Yeah, Adam, good for you, man. Well, it proved one thing to me, and probably to you too, that there's talent in every nook and cranny of this planet, man. I mean, there was 4 guys, you know, you mentioned Delius and Jamie, 4 guys from a place north of Los Angeles, a little obscure town, and here they come onto the world stage, man. There's talent everywhere. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I know. You think of some of those songs like I Swear, and just 90s R&B, right? I mean, and all, you know, because we would see big powerhouse voices, but the way it was all together, it was really something special. Do you know when something like 90s R&B, do you know in the moment that something, oh my God, this is huge right now? Or does that all happen in the rear view?
Probably in the rear view, although that song, I Swear, I kind of felt it right from the get. But man, you're just talking about 90s R&B. When I think about like Boyz II Men, I just melt. I've had nothing to do with Boyz II Men. I just love them though, like you do. The great harmonies, the great singing, the great production, Babyface. I mean,
oh my God,
great records, man.
But to hear a voice like that come out of a man that size, like Delius, I mean, it blew the whole earth away. It blew the earth away. You know. Oh yeah. You know,
these were 4 amazing young men who I still am in touch with today. They still tour, and God bless them, man.
Critics are calling this cast album lush, cinematic, rich with every detail. I'm so curious, as far as, you know, producing music for theater, how is it different than producing pop songs? Was that a different challenge for you?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to serve the musical. You know, the musical is its own beast. It's its own animal. And it's not pop songs per se. The song has to serve the musical, and I tried to do that with the record making. I just tried to dot every I and cross every T, and get, like I said, get that extra 10% that a lot of cast albums don't go for because they quite honestly don't have the time. And I demanded the time to get this right. And our record company, Melody Plays Records from Nashville, God bless them, because they embraced it. They went with me. And they've been with us every step of the way.
You've called Chris Botti your favorite musician. You're touring on them this summer. He calls you the greatest producer he's ever worked with. This is more than a tour. This is chemistry. When you two share the stage, what really happens? What's that experience for you that is just like unlike anything else for you?
Well, you know, our 2 musical paths are so quite disparate. But we have a common meeting place. We're not sure exactly what that is yet. We'll find out when we hit the stage, but also our camaraderie, I think, will come through. We're really, really great close friends. And I was saying to him yesterday, we did some interviews yesterday, and I was saying, in 25 years, Chris and I have never had a cross word, ever, not one. And that's pretty remarkable when you're making music together, and when you're friends, and when you're hanging out. That's pretty remarkable. It's probably mostly due to him, because I'm tough. He's not.
What keeps the hitman hungry? I mean, with a career like yours, so many major moments, it could be so easy to just kick it. What keeps you hungry?
I don't know, man. I like to keep moving the goalposts. I mean, my philosophy is you're dead for a long time, so you might as well squeeze it all out while you can. You know, I mean, it's really true. Like, right? We're here for a blink. Let's get the most out of it, you know?
For real, man. Well,
smell the roses, yes, but work hard, man. That's what we're put here to do.
I can't thank you enough for the time. I really do hope to cross paths with you again one time and get a chance to talk to you a little bit more. Thank you so much for the time, for being Up and Adam. And, you know, we save luck for people that need it. So I won't wish you luck, but, man, God bless with Boo.
Why, thank you, Adam. Much appreciated. Nice talking to you.
Some say I to start again.
Well, there you go. Catch David on tour this summer with Chris Botti and special guest, his sweetheart, Catherine McPhee. A show blending jazz, pop, and decades of musical mastery. All tour dates, music at davidfoster.com. And as always, the link's waiting for you in the show notes. All right, what are we, a month away from Pink Drink? Can't believe it. Saturday, July 12th, the Elks Lodge. It'll never be the same. Over 30 of the hottest producers in wine, beer, cider, spirits, craft cocktails, poolside, all dressed in pink, curated bites, past apps, live DJ, swimming. It is on. You want to hear the names? I'm going to rattle off the names for you coming to Pink Drink. We already got almost 30 producers. We're still signing up a few more. Austin Hope, Barton Family Wines, Bodega de Edgar, Stellar Fermentation with some great beer. Central Cross Brewing, also great beer. Kuyama Beverage Company, Grain and Vine Distillery, Hubba Wines, Humdinger Brewery, Kelsey C. Canyon, Just Baked, Midnight Cellars, Onyx Wines, Red Door Ranch, Cider of the Valley Cereal, Shale Oak, Slow Cider, Tabas Creek, Thatcher, Timbre. Did I say LXV? LXV is in there. Atost, Aperitif Wines, Tint City Distillery, Velatus. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an absolute epic day. We want you there. Go to Pink Drank, D-R-A-N-K, pinkdrank.org. And this is not your average tasting. This is summer served sexy, and it all supports the Woods Humane Society and the Elks National Foundation, so you can party with purpose. It's for the grown and sexy, 21 and over, pinkdrank.org. Let's go. I want to say a very happy birthday to Patrick Brooks of Tin City Distillery, big friend of the show. Know he's celebrating a birthday. We're actually going out to dinner tonight. We're going to Jocko's. Haven't been to Jocko's in a minute, and turns out he's never been. So first time at Jocko's? Okay, I'm in for it. So happy birthday, my man. All right, definitely got to thank our friends at Moonshiner Collective for original music on the show called Start Again. Check out our friends at Timbre Winery. They give us the Timbre Low Bro Studios, but they got a tasting room in the village of Arroyo Grande, serving world-class wines and great vibes. They're just awesome people. Josh is an incredible winemaker. Timbre, T-A-M-B-R-E, TimbreWinery.com. Check them out. Let them know you heard them on Up and Adam. And thank you for rating, reviewing, subscribing to the show wherever you listen to it, sharing it with a friend, even just copying the link and texting someone. That helps, and I appreciate you very much. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday, a great weekend. Till Monday, I'm Adam Montiel. Thank you for connecting with us here, and thank you for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's very big, straight to the stars is where it ends, only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again.